Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be the first tarot reading of the year. I don't know, I feel like I know I'm being consistent, but I feel like I just haven't been consistent with YouTube. Like some of you know, I relaunched my makeup brand in December, Angel Cosmetics. Go check her out. So I feel like a lot, like 98% of my energy is going towards that right now. Also just enjoying this like in between period I have before I start my job and everything. But we're here, very grateful to be here. This video is going to be just a little like money check-in, financial flow check-in, just to see what my collective needs, what they need to draw their attention to, and like, you know, what's coming towards them. Without further ado, guys, I think we should just get started. For my collective on here. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna leave these two out here. I'm getting very much water sign energy, Aquarius energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius. Yeah, creativity. Feeling as like an important guide for the things that we want to achieve next regarding our money. Okay, Four of Pentacles. I feel like right now we're holding on tight to what we have, you know, and as much as we may be thinking of other ideas, other means of income, what we do have presently, I see us holding on to it very tight. And I don't think that's necessarily a negative thing. I feel like even on a very global scale, inflation is a mess. Economies are literally in the toilet. And yeah, in as much as we're young and we're fun and da 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 da, I do think this is I wasn't necessarily saying a negative thing to be in. Just be conscious and wise and almost in a preservative energy with your resources. You know, because things change very, very quickly. And it's always important to have something to fall back on, irrespective of the support you may have externally, maybe from friends, family, whatever that be, within yourself. It's just, I'm almost getting Virgo energy here. Just keeping good account for what you have, not spending above your means unless it's literally absolutely necessary. And I feel like just being wiser with your money in general. I will be using, I just got this new deck. It's so cute. It's called the Surrealist. Okay, it's upside down. It's called the, okay, let me put in the light. The Surrealist Tarot deck and Honey Bunny. When I tell you I love, like, just the imagery absolutely blows my mind. But could you please clarify the Four of Pentacles, the financial state for my collective right now with their money flow? What's going on? Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. So in as much as you're kind of like in a very preservative energy right now, I do think you're also very focused on creating more wealth and channeling your energy in a means that sustains what you have right now, but ultimately thinking very long term and seeing what you can do to expand your resources, to expand your material abundance, to just make sure that your security is on lock. And I feel like that's also partly why you might be a bit tight gripped right now, because you're really focused on ensuring that in the long term that your financial capacity is one that makes you feel satisfied, is one that gives you comfort, is one that you're not anxious or worried about. Like, you really want to ensure that you don't mind being tight-fisted right now, maybe cutting back on some expenses, not living to your full life right now, if it means that you're able to embody this energy of the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. What is blocking my collective at this present time from expanding and tapping into more material abundance? One card, please, divine. Okay, we have the moon. So when I think of the moon or have the moon in this position, I'm thinking Subconscious fears, so definitely fears that almost relate to your inherent self-worth and self-value and almost the way you see yourself and deservingness surrounding money. I also want to tap onto familiar wounds. I think of the moon, I think of Cancer, I think of the fourth house. So maybe also things in your foundation that have made led to like an insecurity in the way you go, the way you operate towards money, like it's almost like, I don't want to say poverty mindset, but like it's almost like that. There are wounds that you have in your foundation and in your internal world that affect your relationship with money. And those wounds are the reason why you feel a bit tight gripped when it comes to your resources, are the reason why you don't necessarily use your money to its fullest. You don't really use your money to maximize utility always, because you're always concerned with preserving, you're always concerned with having enough for, whatever wants to befall you in the future. Can you please clarify the moon card here? Here we have the Three of Cups. Interesting. I feel like also maybe some relationships that you have, again, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily now limit it to just family. It can also be external relationships. Maybe it's an air and energy of you comparing yourself and you trying to measure up. Even with like the imagery in this card, I wouldn't necessarily say they're like comparing and measuring up, but you see everybody's cup is bringing out different things, and obviously this is in front of themselves, so you could be harboring feelings when you're with your collective, when you're with your friends, when you're with whoever you interact with, and you're almost trying to be like, I don't know, trying to not match up and measure up, but just being very aware of everyone's standings and everyone's positionings. And again, you're someone who looks towards the future more than the present. And the most important thing for you really and truly is to be secure when it matters. And I think for majority of the people listening on Tapping In right now, this isn't for you. Not that you don't want to live a luxurious life right now, not that you don't want to enjoy what life has to offer, but you understand that things take time and things are a process. And I think there's almost an energy of not wanting to fall deep into the overconsumption and overconsumerism that is just vast in our society right now. You understand that you have, because I feel like you're definitely like, you have enough to meet your immediate needs. Maybe not all of your wants, but some of them, most definitely. I feel like you're not even using your money towards your wants. Is not necessarily because you don't have the money. It's more from like internal discipline, or your wounds kind of showing up and projecting onto you. But yeah, so I think that your environment, most definitely, the people that you surround yourself with, are things that have led to you feeling kind of insecure, kind of not as stable as you would like when it comes to financial standing and foundation. How What other things are impacting and influencing these blockages to my collective financial flow? Okay, there's definitely a law for this collective, because even the way I'm shuffling, I like, let me not talk too much, but okay, so I'm hearing almost like an indecision energy as well. There's a vibe of like you knowing, yeah, you kind of knowing what you need to do, but for some reason it's not getting done. Whether that is because of outside perspectives, you blocking out your intuition, like you knowing, like I feel like you definitely know the certain moves to be doing, either to distance yourself from these people, these energies, these spaces, or to be able to actually take space to heal and attend to the wounds that these interactions have created. Or just in a completely different tangent of just knowing how to navigate and, you know, re strategize and just redirect yourself. You know what to do, what needs to be let go of, whatever, da 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 da. But for some reason, there's a blockage. You're not like You're not doing it. You're not listening to yourself. Can we clarify the three? Sorry, the two of swords, please. We have, oh, holding the deck upside down. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, and this lack of indecision is literally directly influencing and affecting your money flow, influencing and affecting your ability. This is so funny, and this is what I actually love about mediumship. I was just telling my friend the other day, I feel like everyone that I read for, every reading that I do, because I am the chosen vessel in that present moment to relay those messages, I feel like part of those messages always pertain to myself. So with this, I know exactly what they're talking about personally in my life. I hope it is clear and resounding for y'all. You know, there is something that we know we need to let go of, or we know is influencing and affecting our money, that we just know that space needs to be taken from. But for some reason, there's a stubbornness. There's some reason that we're just like, I guess because the knowing is very deeply intuitive, the knowing is very much deeply guided by the moon, and it's more of like a subconscious inner knowing. And because this is obviously a financial reading, we're talking about things that are material. It's almost like you want like a material confirmation for this deep knowing. And I don't really think this, like, universe or spirit God is gonna give that to you, because I mean, like, so why else are they giving you that? Why else do you have your intuition? Like, why would you have your intuition and then still want like a physical confirmation? Like, girl, listen, listen to yourself. But yeah, how do we overcome this? How do we overcome these blockages that are before us relating to wounds, stubbornness, lack of... Oh, okay. We have two cards that said, I must come out. They just flew. We have the Two of Wands and the King of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I feel like it's very, very important to know how to direct your energy at this time. Okay, let me actually just do this. I don't know if I can move this so you can see a bit better. But yeah, it's very important right now to know where to actually channel your energy. Planning is super important, irrespective to like, I feel like some of these things could be addictions, and this could be addictions to actual habits, to people, to environments, whatever that is. And I feel like you can't just say that, okay, I'm not going to do this thing anymore. I'm not going to be involved with this thing anymore. You actually have to kind of have a plan, have different avenues and different channels that you're going to be putting your energy in, as opposed to this other thing that you're letting go of. I think I've definitely seen something online, just like, if you are like letting go of an addiction, you almost have to pick up another thing, like another habit or another hobby that's obviously positive in your life, that fills up that void and takes up that space, and it's like a replacement for that negative thing you're doing in your life. And I feel like that's definitely what this is saying. And also calling upon inner confidence. Like, this thing that is causing a blockage is literally like, I don't want to say it's flimsy, but it's something that only has power because you've given it power. It's something that only has power because you've given it power. Please, can we clarify the Two of Wands and the King of Wands? Okay, we'll take the Knight of Cups. I won't say, okay, yeah, I said it was something that's kind of light, but it's also something, it's also something that, again, this kind of is linking with the Moon card here, that is almost deeply intertwined with you at this present moment. I don't think this is something, it also could be something that just recently or relatively new in your life, like recently entered. But even if it's that, it holds a lot of emotional weight. It's something that almost like, I feel part of you is like, okay, if I let this thing go, release this person, da 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 da, there's almost like a fear of like the void. There's almost like a fear of like the lack of like form your life is gonna have, especially regarding to the space that that thing leaves. Even just like looking at the imagery of this, it's like there's a lacking of form. You know, there's a lacking of form. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of depth, and you see all of these things are like low-key all tied and intertwined with themselves. But like, yeah, you're gonna just have to be, like I said, finding the avenues needed to channel this newfound energy that you're creating space for, or you're releasing from, something else that was negative, and have the opportunity now to put something positive. Being confident in yourself that, like, this thing doesn't define you, this person doesn't define you. You are strong enough to make and release, to make these necessary changes, release what is needed, and to just embody like an energy that is naturally yours. Yeah, let me even touch these two cards that are here with the King of Cups and the Star. There's a lot going on in terms of, like, first of all, your intuition, your ability to trust your intuition, your ability to trust your feelings, your ability to also channel your feelings in a healthy and organized manner, having direction in the way that you use your energy. Last but not least, what is the final outcome? Once we're able to overcome these challenges, we're able to let go of these things that are blocking our financial flow. What is the outcome? What is it looking like for my collective? Oh, we got a Nightless Swords, baby. We got some information coming real fast. To you. Could be regarding job offers, could be regarding projects, things you've been waiting on. But there's gonna be quick movement in terms of, could we have a clarification card for the Knight of Swords, please? I think it's definitely like, Knight and King of Swords, interesting. Definitely communication that has been waited on. I feel like maybe this is something, maybe you've been waiting to hear back from a business, in regards to an application you sent in. You're waiting for approval for a loan. You're waiting to start school. You're waiting to hear back from a college, whatever it is. I feel like this communication that's going to come really, really quick, and it's going to be very significant, very important. And it's almost gonna like change the direction of things for you for a little bit, because you now have new avenues in front of you, you now have new choices and new opportunities. And so you have to sit down and look at everything to make, the most informed decision. I'm going to close by taking some guidance messages from this is the Angel of Abundance Oracle deck, just to show you guys. Oh, some of the cards are upside down, but let's get into it. Can we just have some closing remarks, final messages for my collective regarding the financial flow right now? What messages would you like to leave them with as we close on? I'll take 3. So we have face your financial fears. Can you guys see that? Okay. When you're honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you realize that in fact you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. Release, yes. There's heavy importance in releasing and letting go things that are stagnating you, things that are keeping you in energies that just like are not gonna help you motivate yourself and get you where you need to be. We have declutter. It says you feel better and more focused if you take time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered. Oh, sorry, I didn't. I was trying to read. I didn't even know you guys couldn't see. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. This is one thing, especially like the spirit of money does not like filth. Money is very Venusian. Money has to do with the planet Venus, and water as well. Water does not like filth. Do you understand? Water spirits don't like filth. So definitely heavy emphasis on not only your physical space, but like they said, also your schedule. Make sure the things that you're putting your energy towards are important to you, relevant, are not just things you do just because, things that actually benefit you. Last but not least, okay, we'll do this in the card at the bottom of the deck. Last but not least, we have take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind what is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you must make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Like I said, there's a lot of clearing out. There's a lot of releasing, there's a lot of making space for these things which, have always been yours. At the bottom of the deck, we have attracting, not chasing. And it says anything or anyone you chase will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. And it's like, yeah, the way to overcome anything is kind of like, I feel like that what I want to say is even the opposite of the message of this card. I want to be like, just face those things head on, which is almost kind of like chasing, but I'm just gonna leave that tangent because I don't know where I was going with it. But guys, I hope that this reading made sense to you. I hope that you're enjoying the imagery of my surrealist deck. Like, it just, oh my gosh, this is not even sponsored, but when I saw the deck, guys, you just don't play with me. Don't play with me. I was so happy. But yeah, my loves, we are, we're working towards elevating ourselves. And I don't think there's actually any, I won't say any real, heavy air quotes, any real issues blocking us right now. It's just actually us growing and evolving, but like from a very personal level. And that in turn is affecting our external environment. But yeah, this was lovely. I will see you guys real soon. Let me know if you like readings like this or if you prefer to just stick to just pick a piles. I also want to try a new way of doing readings. I feel like I don't know if I'll actually do that because I like you guys seeing what the spread looks like. But for pick a piles, maybe just keeping the selected pile, selected image, and so you just have the audio. But we're gonna play around. We'll definitely see what makes sense. Let me see if I can just quickly zoom in and just like, okay, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, guys, we're gonna end it here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm gonna be back real soon. Peace, guys. Love.